Hello, friend. Well, hello, little girl. Hello, my treacherous friends. Hello, operator. The beginning of everything. Welcome back, my friends. It's showtime.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Brink of Sanity, episode 428. I am Jay. How you doing, Mark?
Good. How are you doing?
I am okay. Slept like crap, but what else is new?
I have a question, Jay. We've talked about for many years that you use what do you use
CPAP?
the apnea stuff, right?
Yeah.
You, how often do you sleep well?
Twice a week?
Have you ever thought about asking the apnea people if they would pay you not to tell people that you're using their equipment?
I mean, I would be a good anti-sponsor, yeah.
Yeah, they'd be like, if you could just not even mention, we've heard your show has a listener. We don't want that listener to know how bad our product is.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know. It's not even the apnea that keeps me awake anymore. I think it's just my personal demons.
What happened? Did you murder someone? Like, what do you mean your personal demons?
I don't know. I just like
Let's do therapy right now, Jay. Let's make your life better.
I'm about to fall asleep, and then my brain's like, "Why don't we go over every mistake you've ever made in chronological order, starting with like high school?" And I'm like, "Can we not do that?" And my brain's like, "Nope, got to do them all right now."
No, got it. Okay, remember that thing you said to that girl you never saw again from high school? Let's go over it.
Yeah, exactly. Now let's go over your
Look.
first kiss and how awkward it was. We'll go on from there.
Let's go over your first time having sex / your first time disappointing a girl.
Right, and second and third.
Do you ever look up girls from like high school or college and like see what they look like now on Facebook? Because everyone isn't that like the number? Do you think that's like a top 10 use of Facebook? They should list the top 10 uses of Facebook.
Probably. It's getting harder and harder because of all the data breaches, everyone's like putting fake names or making their account private. So it's getting harder lately, but yes, I've done it.
Yeah, you have to know people's middle name. From like you're like, I want to look them up, and I just like because like a lot of people do like first and then middle name.
Yeah.
I don't know why. And by the way, if talking about fake names, you have a fake name up there.
I do. I was nervous about the all the data leaking and all that stuff.
What are you nervous about the data leaking? What's gonna happen?
I don't know.
If the news never made a big deal about the data thing, no one would ever care about their data.
That is true. I'm probably gonna change my name back.
Like it was like they were like, oh my god, Facebook has been leaking your data to whatever what was that thing with what was the company Cambridge Analytica?
Mm-hmm.
They're like, this is a big deal, and you're like, I guess it is a big deal. What's my data?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think everything is like linked to Facebook because I'll buy something on Amazon and then that thing will show up on Facebook. So like they don't just have like whatever I'm posting on Facebook. They have like everything.
Yeah, I think that there's something websites, and I have no understanding of anything in my life. I'm a moron, but there's a whole thing with cookies where websites use cookies, and then they can track you kind of what you do else on the web, and they can advertise you based on that. And then Apple kind of did away with that on their phones, where they like you would ask an app not to track because Apple was like, we're not going to cut at this anyway, so go F yourself. We'll advertise ourselves as like the secure private, like we're gonna care about your data because we weren't using it in the first place.
Right. Yeah. There was a period on Facebook where every other ad was for an Asian dating site, and I'm like,
Only for you.
all right. Yeah. I'm like, yes, you saw what I did on the internet. You know I like Asians, and now it's just all Asian dating sites.
Wouldn't it be great if they're like they also like explored your adult searches on and like you're like, okay, I don't want to buy an Asian looking dildo. Could you please stop fucking advertising this stuff to me?
Well, I think that's what they're like. The best we can't. What are we gonna do? All this guy does is watch Asian porn. So the best we can do is an Asian dating site.
Right? Yeah, like there's like everything. You're like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna look up I want to look up my favorite band. What's your favorite band?
Dandy Warhols.
Yeah, and like Jay's googling Dandy Warhols, and like the first ad is like, why aren't you masturbating to Asian women right now? God damn it, I can't even go on the web anymore.
Jay, you changed up your routine. What's going
on? So what thoughts jump in your mind when you're trying to sleep?
I mean, it could be anything. It could be an awkward experience with a woman. It could be things I did career-wise. It could be like health issues. It could be literally anything and everything. So
Yeah.
it's good times.
It like seems like your brain kind of hates you. Like my brain does the same thing. It's always bringing up random things where you're like, well, I thought we could kind of bury this and not talk about this. Can we get like I'd like to get the Men in Black thing where you like look at that light and you forget everything.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
most of my life.
Yeah. I mean, everybody has it. There's a couple things that were just like embarrassing or awkward, and like 30 years later, your brain's like, hey, how about that? That sucked, huh?
Do you think this is just like, hey, you have memories that can kind of wander around and this is just how brains work? Or are the Scientologists right? These are aliens infecting your brain.
It's just like, can't my brain just be like, hey, remember that really good time you had with like your three best friends when you all went out and had like the best time ever? They're like, now let's go back to that awkward kiss in high school. Like,
Your
repeatedly.
brain's never like, hey, remember that time you said something and everyone really laughed a lot? We're not gonna ever touch that one again.
No, yeah. Remember your happiest day ever? No, neither do I.
Remember all the good times? We don't. Let's go to the sad times now.
Yeah.
I think isn't the Scientologist thing part of it like aliens that are causing your bad thoughts?
It could be. I haven't really gotten too into the Scientology. I can't believe it's still a thing. But I mean, I guess flat Earth is still a thing. So why not Scientology?
Should we ask Grok?
No.
Hey Grok, tell me some crazy stuff that Scientologists believe.
Oh, where to start? They believe humans are descended from an alien race called Thetans, created by a galactic overlord named Exney, billions of years ago. Exney supposedly trapped these Thetans in volcanoes and nuked them, scattering their souls into humans. They also think negative experiences get stored as engrams in your mind, and you need pricey auditing sessions to clear them. Want me to dig deeper into this wild stuff?
No.
Wow.
So yeah, they believe.
I knew some of that. I knew the Thetans and the volcanoes. I did not know some of that other stuff. So that was. Thank you, Grok.
Do you ever do the? You ever? I haven't seen them in a while, but I used to always see those people like the Scientologists sing around with their test for you.
Yeah,
Like you,
yeah.
I forget.
If you pass this test, you are like worthy of our stupid alien religion.
Right. It looked kind of like your test, like a tester for batteries to see if the battery's charged.
Yeah.
But like you hold these things, and they're like, "Have you ever felt sad?" Yeah. Oh my God, you felt sad. That's weird. We don't feel sad anymore because the aliens. We've cured the alien stuff, but you need help.
Yeah. It's just insane. Just
Have
insane.
you
stuff.
ever had anything go wrong? How did you know?
Well, that was like when I went to a holistic doctor, and he wanted to see what organic supplements he was going to give me to level out my body or whatever. And he put a stone in my hand, and he told me to close it, and then he tried to pull open my hand, and he's like, all right, that one didn't pull open so easily. You're good with that one. And then he put a different stone in my hand, had me close my hand, and then he pulled like 3 times as hard as he did the first time. And he's like, "See, your hand opened. Like that means you're imbalanced in this." I'm like, "You just pulled harder."
You're also like, what the hell is this? What? Like, you get to holistic school and they're like, hold the rock. Okay, come back tomorrow. We'll tell you what to do with the rock.
Yeah. So what he did, he prescribed me like 10 different like little liquids, and I had to take like 4 or 5 drops of each like every morning. So in the morning I had this whole line of little bottles, and I'm doing little droppers and putting them on my tongue, and I was like, what the hell am I doing? Like,
I mean, that's just does the prescription say I'm a moron? You hand to the
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe
What? Why did you go to the holistic doctor?
it. Because I went on anxiety, like real anxiety meds at one point, and
Yeah.
I did not like how they made me feel. I felt like it just numbed me.
Yeah, I've heard that people say like the anxiety and like the like things for depression, like they make you feel like you just don't feel anything, which is not great.
Yeah, like I'd watch a comedy movie and I'd be like, I know what just happened is funny, but I'm not even smiling or laughing, but my brain's acknowledging that that was funny. And I'm like, well, I can't go through life with like no emotions at all.
Yeah. So how did you get? Well, so like the holistic doctor, like, did you at any point where you're like, this might work?
I mean, I was open to it for the first couple months, but then I was like, I feel like he's just selling me random shit, and like
How long did you do this for?
months. I did it for months. Like,
What were you? So what were
probably
you doing?
almost
So you
a
took
year.
you went off the anxiety medication. You started doing this instead.
It was. I went off the anxiety meds, and then it was like I felt like I was better for a while, and then the anxiety started coming back, and so it was a couple years removed. Let's say like 5 years, but
Okay.
I did. I was like, I don't want to go back on the meds. Let me try something else.
So what does he have you? It makes sense. I get that. What did he have you do?
Well, I mean, there's the stuff you would normally think, like breathing exercises and meditation and stuff. That's totally fine.
reasonable.
Yeah, but then the other stuff was like the different liquids and things, and I just felt like he was thinking of them at random, because I'd see him like a month later, he'd be like, "How's everything going?" I'm like, "A little better." He's like, I think you need to switch up the FS 405 with the GM 218. They all had names like that. The GM 218. I was like, okay,
He's in the back. He's in the back room. I bet I can get this guy to rub cream cheese on his ball sack every morning because I'll tell him that's when
He had like a whole closet of like 100 different things, and he would just switch some of them up and not others. And I don't know if anything was doing anything, or I was just in a better place at the time, so I just stopped.
Do you think there's like a school for this? Is there holistic med school? You just like one day you're like, I'm a holistic doctor. There's no qualifications.
I think probably the latter. Yeah.
Like I know, like so I've performed. I've been I'm an ordained minister. Do you know that?
Yeah, so am I.
Yeah. You just print out a thing online from the Church of Universal Life.
Universal Church of Life, and it's like $20 or something.
I performed a couple weddings for friends, and all I had to do was just do this, and the law recognized you. Maybe the same thing. Okay, enter your email address. Now you're a holistic doctor.
Right.
You want to be? Do you want to be a farcical engineer?
Yeah. So obviously I stopped that. I don't think it was doing anything.
Then you come back to me, you're like, this whole thing's a load of crap. Yeah, but did it distract you from your anxiety? You got me, Doc.
That is true. I mean, there was a lot of concentration getting all those little droppers into these little drinks. And
Do you have to buy all the stuff from him, or do you have to buy it elsewhere?
I mean, I could buy it. You could buy it elsewhere or through him.
Okay.
I mean, it was about the same price. I looked. I wanted to see if he was like jacking it up, but it was about the same price.
You're like, bullshit here and bullshit from you cost the same amount of money.
Yeah, I mean, I was fully expecting to like go on Amazon and see it for like a third the price and flip my shit, but it was about the same.
Yeah. I knew someone who do you know you can develop an allergy to weed?
Maybe that's what I have.
Oh, what happens when you smoke weed?
I just get like massive panic attacks, like instantly, like even if it's a tiny bit now.
Oh, really? Well, how much have you smoked a lot of weed in your life or a little bit?
Yeah, I smoked almost every day for like 10 years, and then one day my body's just like, never again will you experience this without a panic attack.
So I don't know what it's called, but so I know a couple people who've had this, and basically it's not a panic. So it's not a panic. It's a different symptom. The symptoms basically are your stomach gets like ill. So you basically throw up all the time, and like you feel very sick, and like you just feel terrible. But it's more of like a throwing up, and I don't know if you're shitting also, but I know you're throwing up a lot basically from it. And I knew someone had this issue, and it wasn't like an obvious thing that like this was causing it. So he would do things like smoke more weed because you think that would help him.
Right.
But like he kept going to he was like, yeah, I saw this like this going to this holistic doctor who said my pH balances are off. I'm like, I don't know. You're like going to the hospital also. Like I feel like the pH like this may not be it. The holistic doctor may not be the answer.
Yeah, if you're at a hospital level sick, it's more than a pH balance.
It turned out basically when the only cure for this thing is just stop smoking weed and you feel 100% better.
Right.
No, I'm not kidding. That's really it.
I'm sure. Well, yeah, it makes sense. If you're allergic to something and you stop ingesting what you're allergic to, you'll get better. It's like me. If my stomach is fine unless I drink milk, and then I shit my brains out, so I stop drinking milk. Problem solved.
That would be a good idea.
Yeah.
That would be a good idea. Do you drink any of the alternative milks, like
Yeah.
almond milk or?
Yeah.
whatever.
That's
Which
how
one?
I found out. I drank milk my whole life, and then when I was 30, I started getting all these stomach problems, and I was like, I was going to gastro doctors and blah blah blah, and then I got laid off my job, and my stomach problems went away overnight. And so I started thinking about it, and I realized that I have almond milk at home, and I was getting an iced coffee with regular milk at work.
Holy shit! That's how you solved it.
That's how I saw that. I was like,
That was
that has, and then I did a test. I just like, I had one. I bought like a quick, and I was like, I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna drink this at home and see what happens. And yeah, I was in the bathroom like all afternoon. I'm like, okay, I'm lactose intolerant now.
that's a good way to solve. That's crazy. You're like, you should go back to your former employer and be like, if not for you, I'd be shitting my brains right now.
Right, because I couldn't figure it out because I would have the iced coffee with milk, and they had like free cereal and granola. So sometimes I would have a bowl of that for breakfast too. So it was
They
like a
only
double
are trying
dose.
to trying to ruin your life.
Yeah,
They're like,
I would
who
eat
wants
a
ice cream? I guess I like ice cream. Oh my god, my
Right.
stomach.
I would eat a bowl of granola with like whole milk, and I would like barely make it to the bathroom as soon as I was done, and I'm like, what is this? And yeah, apparently right around that was my body's 30th birthday present to me.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. You're like, good thing you didn't come to the wrong conclusion. You're like, I guess I'm allergic to granola.
Yeah.
I guess office furniture is my allergy. Can't go to an office ever again.
I think it's just working.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I'm kind of allergic to working.
Yeah.
By the way, we have no questions. So I asked the audience. No one cares. The show's going on.
Oh no, we got 2 on Twitter. I'm still calling it Twitter.
Oh, we did. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought I posted on Twitter. I didn't see them.
Well, they're there. We got one from OMG Yes, and he said, "Is AI pushing humanity over the brink?"
So is it weird that the environment, we're destroying our environment between fake money and autocomplete?
Autocomplete?
Yeah. Isn't like AI basically just like advanced like autocomplete?
Yeah. Yeah, I
Like
mean,
more or less. Like it's like they obviously I don't really understand how AI works, but like basically a lot of it, like the chat GPT is like them just figuring out based on your question what the most likely like what the right like word combination. The AI doesn't know what it's actually saying.
right. Yeah, yeah.
You never heard it described as like autocomplete?
No, I never heard that before.
Okay, let's see what Grok says. Okay.
You love this Grok thing now.
Grok, are you just advanced autocomplete?
Nah, I'm way more than that. Think of me as a conversational buddy who can reason, pull from a massive knowledge base, and even crack a joke or two. I'm not just predicting the next word like autocomplete. I'm understanding context, answering questions with insight, and maybe even throwing in for fun. Want to test me with something trickier?
No. She got a little sassy with you.
Yeah, it's just a little sassy. I don't know.
Like,
This one's
nah.
more so than ChatGPT.
All right, so Barrett King 89 says, scenario. While recording the podcast,
Oh, you have no opinion on AI?
I just I mean, I think it's going to cause a lot of problems with losses of jobs. I just don't see if people keep getting replaced by automation, what are people going to do? And I know a lot of people say code. You can't have like AI replace 5 jobs and replace them with 5 coders. That's not how it works. You're going to replace them with like 1 coder. So
I think the coders are going to be replaced by AI. So my kids are in school. I have kids. They're in school system. There was a subject that New York State removed from the curriculum, and that subject my kids are not good at because it's been removed. Can you guess what has been removed? And this predated AI. It had a lot to do with computers. What subject do you think was removed from the curriculum? And I think this is unbelievably dumb.
is it just word processing? I had a class where you literally just typed and you built up
Yeah.
your speed.
My kids take laptop. They now have Chromebooks, so they all learn to type. So like
Okay.
typing is now part of like you have to learn that. What's something that a computer does Just what else? Like something fundamental has been removed.
Is it coding?
Was coding ever part? Something that's part was part of your curriculum, like you learned growing up.
That's all I had in high school. In college, I took it was like basic Office, like Excel, like
Okay.
here's how to save.
Spelling. Spelling has been removed from the curriculum.
Oh, I was thinking, I was thinking related to
I realized
computers.
you were thinking. Yeah. Like just the teaching spelling to kids has been removed from the curriculum. My kid's spelling is horrible.
Is that why everybody's spelling lose Loose now?
No one knows how to spell. There's some theory with spelling that like kids will, if you just do a lot of reading, we don't need to teach spelling, and computers can also there's spell check, so we don't really need to teach spelling. But if you don't know which like it's like because spell check won't help you fix the fact that you don't know if it's bear or bear.
I also don't think they're reading.
Yeah, well that's true. But some kids read, but like I think the spelling, everyone I know their kids can't spell because the school system decided it wasn't important to teach.
Well,
It's like I was like, how did I learn how to spell? They taught that. I can't believe I cannot believe how my kids can't spell anything. And the next thing will be we're not going to teach writing anymore because of AI.
right. Yeah, I was wondering why I saw everybody spell lose loose, and now that explains it. They don't teach kids the difference anymore.
They've stopped teaching writing, spelling, so that's why the internet it's going to be unrecognizable. The writing on the internet soon. Like give it 20, 30 years from now, you're going to be like everything's just going to be spelled phonetic because our population is getting dumber.
I have a smart TV, and there's a free channel called Ion TV, ION
okay.
TV. Do you think there's a bunch of people out there thinking that it means I don't TV? You know, that's the new slang for I don't is Ion.
Wait, why?
Because if you say it fast, you go, I own. I own.
I own.
Ion.
I own is don't.
I don't. Yeah.
I need to learn like new words to be able to converse in English.
I've seen it at least 5 times this month. People say ION and it means I don't.
ION means don't.
There you go. There's your. You wanted me to find some social media trends that you're not aware of. There you go.
I don't understand. I am still like Ion.
So my Ion
own
TV joke
something.
was a lot funnier than if you knew what I was talking about.
I really, yeah, it is. It's definitely funnier if I understood it all. I kind of fake laughed there, but I don't understand.
How often are you fake laughing at my jokes, Mark?
That's all we've been doing for 16 years.
This is like finding out you're in a relationship has been faking your orgasms this whole time. Mark's like, you know what? I never really found you funny. Like,
I don't. How do I get to I don't to I own?
I own.
I own. I own. I own. I own. I own.
I guess if you mispronounce I don't.
I don't. I don't. I
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah, it's like
I owned.
it vaguely resembles it.
Yeah. So everyone's just like mumble rap is how people are speaking now.
Yeah, because those 2 extra letters, you can't be. You're gonna lose hours upon hours.
I too often I'm on the internet and I see like I'm reading on like Twitter or Reddit or something like that, and I can't understand the acronym. I'm just trying to guess what the acronym is.
always
I'm like,
hated
I don't
acronyms.
freaking know. Like, why can people just write shit out?
Nope,
Is it that much? It's so hard.
it's very difficult. Yeah.
And my friend pointed out on TikTok now, I keep seeing things. I also where like they will point something out. They'll use a word I've never heard of before, and so you click on the word. You click on the comments. The comment will have the word in like a link in like a highlighted like hyperlinked. You click on that, and then you're taking all these other like sub videos. When none of the sub videos explain what this word means either, but they're using this word also, and you don't know what's going on. And then there's certain things like, so on TikTok, they don't say the word suicide. They say unalived.
Yes, I hate that.
Why? Why do they say unalived? I have no idea. I guess the feeling is TikTok takes down the word suicide. Video gets banned.
I think they do. I also think they just think like suicide's like insensitive or something. But I think it's more from being banned. You know that saying the word fat can get you banned like on online games and stuff.
Can you say it with a PH? Like it's cool?
I don't know if they're that advanced.
But it can get you banned from saying word fat.
Yeah, I was babysitting one of my wife's friends' kids over the weekend, and he said I was playing this game online, and this kid said, "What's the opposite of skinny?" And I said fat, and I got banned for like 3 days from playing the game.
You got banned for the word fat.
Isn't that insane?
They also say they'll say the person has the disease of obesity. I'm like, you're really just being insensitive about other diseases because that's not really a disease. You're just fat.
Yeah, it
By the
wasn't
way, our
even like
video will never. Maybe we've said the word fat a lot, and that's the reason the podcast hasn't blown up more.
That's
we
probably
keep getting
it.
banned.
That's probably
Yeah.
it. So we ended the Knicks podcast, which is
Wait,
for-
explain to me why. So the word fat, is that like derogatory now?
yeah, I think it's like a slur. It's like as bad as like the N-word now.
So I think I may have said this on the show before. I've got many years ago, but I was with my kids, and the kids were much younger than that. Something was on the radio. I sang something, and the person like jokingly was like, I didn't know this person very well, and they were like, oh, like you shouldn't sing, basically. And I was like, why is it acceptable to make fun of my voice for singing? And I don't really care if you do.
Yeah.
I can't be like, stop eating Cheetos.
Right.
There's nothing I'm going to do to make my voice musical. My voice is like, I'd have to go to so many music lessons. I'd have to do so much to make my voice really wonderful. You could stop eating donuts. It's not a big deal.
I think some
Go
people
for a goddamn
just-
walk every day.
I think some people can't even make their voice good.
Yeah.
If you
Like,
don't have a good
I'm
voice,
like,
you just don't have a good voice. It's
right. I'm like, I have closer. It's not a disability, but at least it'd be closer to something I can't change. Where like, you could work out every day. Like, there's no reason you can't like eat less. Like,
You know what, Mark?
yeah,
You've been canceled.
I've been canceled.
You've been canceled.
It's
Live on the
weird that
show.
You can make fun of someone being bald, but you can't make fun of someone being fat.
The show hasn't even aired yet, and you've already been canceled.
Okay. Okay, we ended. Where were you going with this? We ended the Knicks show.
We ended the Knicks show, so fans.
Can we go back to the Knicks show and forget the Brink show?
Is that what you want to do?
No. Do you think we get a lot?
No.
If we cancel the Brink show, do you think we get a lot of? We got a lot of people saying how they missed the Knicks show. They're sorry to see it go.
A lot. Yeah, I was surprised at how many.
If we did that for Brink, would we ever get a letter?
I don't know. Maybe eventually. Is it that we do shows so inconsistently? Because we didn't do a show for like 2 months, and nobody even asked, like, "Hey, when's the next episode?" Which is real. It just makes me feel so good.
I have to assume that like part of what, and the Knicks show obviously did not get too popular, but like obviously more popular than this. Having a niche makes a big difference.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
such a first of all, not doing regular shows, and also just being very general. There's no like specific topic.
Yeah.
Like it's one thing if you're like, I'm famous Joe Rogan or some celebrity. I'm going to do a broad based podcast. Well, the niche is people that like you, whereas
Right.
no one likes us.
We would have had to do like New York stand-up comics and only invite on the show like people who are doing stand-up in New York, like that kind of niche. Like we're too broad. Yes.
Right, or just like go dig in on someone's like what we really like. What if we just had the whole show? We called the podcast Jay Likes Asians, and every week we just interview a new Asian.
Yeah, I mean something like that. But yeah, you're right. We're too broad, and I don't think there's.
Is that not a good topic?
I mean,
The pirate ship thing. Is what is it called? The what's your theory? The theory behind that?
oh, that if you're only surrounded by a certain type of thing, you eventually become attracted to that thing. It's the same as in prisons. Like they go in straight and they're having gay sex because that's the only thing that's around.
Do you ever explain that part of it to your wife?
No,
The
no, I don't. But
Listen, honey, let me explain. I'll explain with gay sex in prisons. It's the same thing. Wait, you don't want to hear more about this?
I had this job in my 20s, and it was only Asians who worked there, and here we are today.
Or what if we focus in on like the podcast all about how to clip how to get hairs off your toes?
I don't think this show is fixable. We're doing it because we enjoy it, and we appreciate the few fans we have. But I've lost any sort of confidence that we're going to build a robust audience with this.
You're gonna build a robust audience with the the horror movie one is a niche.
It is a niche.
In theory, it should grow past this because you get like any kind of popular niche, you get more hardcore fans like that. It could really grow.
I mean, I would hope it would. We'll see. 3 basket cases. The number 3 basket cases is my horror movie podcast. Yeah.
What's the next movie coming up?
I'm about to post the movie Grizzly, and then we're doing Friday the 13th Part 5 afterwards.
Did you already record the Grizzly one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm behind on this.
Yeah.
I haven't. I'm one episode behind. Well, I'm guessing I'm gonna be 2 episodes behind very soon.
Well, it's not posted. It's being posted in 2 days.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You're holding out a little bit more.
Well, we're posting every 2 weeks, but for our recording schedule, we had back-to-back weeks where we recorded. So I'm keeping to the 2-week schedule.
Will you ever do a horror movie that someone's heard of?
Friday the 13th Part 5 is too
Oh
niche.
yeah, you told me you were doing that. Yeah, that'll be a good one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll watch that one.
Yeah, so
I'm excited to hear about the controversy that surrounds that movie.
So you know what happened? Every single Friday the 13th movie fell off streaming services.
They were all on streaming services.
Yeah. Yeah.
What you could start a horror movie streaming service.
Shudder?
That's already a thing.
Yeah.
Ah, is Shudder around still?
Yeah, it's been around for a few years. Yeah, it's still there.
Okay, I have an idea for like a place on the web where you can go like search things, like in Google stuff.
So, what I was getting back to is we ended the Knicks show, so I guess hardcore fans of Brink will be happy about that because we won't have an excuse to disappear for like 6 months out of the year.
We'll just do that anyway.
Yeah, we'll probably do that anyway. But anyway, we won't have an excuse when we do it now.
Okay.
So
very top-notch excuse we had there.
yeah, we like the other show better. It's not even we like this show better. It was just the other show did 10 times the numbers, so it didn't make sense.
I mean, I like talking sports and talking Knicks. And
I do, but I always
that one had like in
I always
theory
liked
that made sense to record that one every week because the season was going on. There's no real seasons of this show.
It's true, but I always like the show better. It's just when you're looking at 1,000 downloads versus 100, you got to go with 1,000.
Yeah.
So anyway, I had a bunch
Wouldn't
of.
Wouldn't it be great if Joe Rogan is like, I have this other podcast that has 7 listeners. I know I have 20 million in this other one, but like this one that has 7 listeners is really great. I'm going to focus on that.
Well, I mean, that was like Stephen King, where he was releasing books under Richard Bachman.
I think you told me that. Why did he do that? He released Stephen King. For those who don't know, he obviously is a prolific author, and he decided to release other books under an alias. Why did he do that?
Big names like The Running Man and The Long Walk, and it wasn't like
Oh,
unknown books.
some of his bigger names, like Running Man. I mean, I don't know how well the short story sold, but like obviously there was a movie, obviously. Like, why?
So I looked into it because I was also curious. Apparently, in the late 70s, early 80s, publishers would only publish 1 book of yours a year. And since he writes so goddamn much, he just decided to make up a fake name so he can have 2 books a year. And he also wanted to kind of experiment to see if people liked him for his writing or for his name. So he wanted to see if the Bachman books sold anywhere close to the King books.
And obviously they did, of course. I assume.
No, they didn't. It's so hard to just have people buy a book if you have no name recognition. They were selling a lot less until it leaked that Bachman is king, and then his numbers spiked. And he said it was only after his like 3rd or 4th book, so he didn't even get to fully see through the experiment because he wanted to see if it would build up to like king level at some point.
Okay. Because Running Man obviously was a movie, so I was wondering if like it just did just as well, but I guess maybe it only did well after.
This is why I get nothing accomplished. I'll see one thing and then I'll just do a deep dive into it, and it's like 2 hours.
I could get if it was like what's her name, the J.K. Rowling. If she was like, I also want to write a book about like not magic. I just want to write like a young teen book about just like romance or anything else.
Yeah.
Like and I don't want people to judge me on the Harry Potter stuff. I can.
Yeah. So I had a bunch of giveaways for the Knicks podcast that we never gave away. So I asked people in the last episode to write in, and I will give them away. And so I'm packing all this stuff, and I want to thank everybody from Australia for not writing in, so I didn't spend $400 on shipping. Everybody was in the United States who wanted stuff, so that was great.
Okay.
So
Okay.
right before I'm done packing everything, I get an email saying I'm 12 and my brother's 10 and we're big Knicks fans and blah, 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 blah. Can we have some stuff? And I wrote back, I said, we're not affiliated with the Knicks. We're just a podcast about the Knicks. I can send you some pens if you want. And he said that would be great. So I had 2 pens left after all the giveaways. So I sent it to him. And the next day, it was 2 Indian kids. And the next day,
How did you know it was 2 Indian kids?
it was like,
What's that in the letter?
yeah, well, the names were clearly like Indian. Yeah.
Okay. In modern society, you shouldn't assume that, Jay.
All the Irish guys named Rakesh or whatever it was. So
Yeah.
anyway, the next day I get another email, same format. I'm 13. I'm a big Knicks fan. Blah blah blah. I like some giveaways. Another Indian name from the same exact town, and I'm like, I'm not gonna give every Indian kid in Virginia some Knicks pens. And then today I got a third email with the same exact format again. I'm like, this motherfucker, he's telling everybody to email this podcast to get free pens.
Let's fuck around. Let's fuck around and get all their pens.
So I'm not responding to any more preteens who want pens from us.
Listen, I don't think your giveaway offer had any limitations, including being Indian or being like 12 years old or wanting a pen. So I think you should follow through on this, Jay.
Out of stock.
We're
out of pens.
Make more pens.
Get another batch made just for Indian kids in Virginia.
How long ago did you have those pens made? I'll say, obviously, I don't know why you made the pens, but how long ago?
Guerrilla
was that?
marketing
Guerrilla marketing.
that I was too shy to hand out when we went to Knicks games. I just felt like obnoxious. Like, am I really just going to start handing pens to people? And then
People are like, yeah, why are you handing me a pen? And then like James Dolan has you banned from the arena for like solicitation.
just so you know, every Knicks game we went to, I had a pocket full of pens.
Did you really?
Yeah.
You really were gonna do it? You just didn't do it?
Yeah.
Every time Jay like interacts with someone there, he has like an awkward moment.
Yeah, I'm like, my hand's in my pocket. I'm like rolling the pens around in my hand. I just never give them out.
They're like, Jay's like, oh, sir, do you want me to help you find your seat? Do you want a pen?
I trip and just pens go flying everywhere.
You go to get meet the player. You hand him a pen. The guy's like, oh, what do you want me to sign? I just want you to keep the pen.
So,
What was the other? We had another question we didn't answer.
yes, we did. This one is from Barrett King 89. Scenario: while recording the podcast right now, breaking news hits. Full-blown zombie apocalypse, Walking Dead style. Infection spreading fast. Total societal collapse underway. What do you do immediately after hearing the news, and what's your plan to make it long-term?
Okay.
So we're in different scenarios. So I'm in an apartment building, you're in a house. So this is...
Can we? Okay, so the news breaks.
Mm-hmm.
We're like 15 minutes into the show.
Mm-hmm.
Can we finish the show?
I mean, knowing us, we would.
Yeah.
I don't know
Like, why
what-
not finish? Like we might as well finish the show.
I mean, the building was flooding, and we finished the show last week, so...
Yeah. Like,
yeah.
if 9/11 happened on the show, would you finish the show?
Yeah.
I think there's Howard Stern was on the air during 9/11, and they talked about they had their whole reaction. And they kept recording the show.
Right.
And people apparently really appreciated them staying on the air.
Mm-hmm.
So I think in a zombie apocalypse, well, we could stay on the air even though people wouldn't know it because Jay would wait 2 days till after we're all dead for him to release the episode.
Too close to the prior episode. You got to space them out, or you cannibalize your own downloads.
I'm the messaging Jay. I'm like, I think people want to hear our reaction to the zombies. To the zombie.
Sorry, it's only been 5 days. They got to be spaced out at least a week.
You don't have to space this out. I think it's going to be more time sensitive here. No, we have to space it out for download purposes.
We're going to cannibalize episode 427. Unacceptable.
Yes, but Jay, there are real life cannibals. Doesn't matter. Okay, so there are zombie cannibals coming to kill us. That was the idea?
Yeah.
Walking Dead?
I read the zombie survival guide by Max Brooks.
Oh, okay. So you have no advantage. Okay, I have not read the zombie. Wait, hang on. I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is how we're gonna. Hey Grok, How do I survive a zombie apocalypse?
All right, surviving a zombie apocalypse? First, find a secure spot. Think high ground, like a rooftop or a sturdy building with few entrances. Barricade doors and windows with heavy furniture or metal. Stockpile non perishable food, water, and medical supplies for at least a month. Weapons? Go for quiet ones like a crowbar or machete to avoid drawing a horde. Firearms are loud and ammo runs dry. Stay low, move silently, and avoid big cities where zombies swarm. Team up with a small, trustworthy group for lookout and scavenging. And don't get bit. Quarantine anyone who's scratched or acting weird. Got a specific skill or scenario you want tips for?
Okay, Jay. I have an important question for you.
Yeah.
Would you be in my team for surviving the apocalypse?
I don't think I would.
What? I've done podcasts with you for this long, and you won't be in my team.
After you already made fun of me reading the zombie survival guide.
I'm just saying, you're not going to...
First of all, you're loud.
Listen,
you're loud as fuck. You would get found in like 2 seconds.
Listen, you may have read the zombie apocalypse guide, whatever, but did you not notice I asked Grok for advice? We're kind of even in our preparation.
You would be so loud. They would find you in like a minute and a half.
I have to say, I think so. What? How will we survive?
Well, first of all, you got to have a lot of canned food.
If I'm in your apartment when the zombie thing happens, can I be in your team? Like,
Yeah.
I know we don't live in the same exact place, but by proximity, can I be in your on your team?
Yeah. If we're hanging out and it happens, yeah, we're teammates. Yeah.
What if we're hanging out and it happens? I get in my car and I drive to you pretty fast. I can get to you in like 45 minutes to an hour.
You bringing the kids?
Yeah, of course. I'm going to survive without my kids.
Yeah. I mean, you have a better chance.
Yeah, that's fucked up. Like, now you're not going to help my kids out.
I mean, kids are a liability in a zombie apocalypse.
Okay. So what do we do?
What
So
do they bring
tell me-
it to the table? What is a 12-year-old going to bring to the table in a zombie apocalypse?
I have an 11-year-old and a 14-year-old, so I don't know what the 12-year-old will do.
Complete liability.
Okay, so what? Okay, it goes right now. Zombie apocalypse. The news is going on. What's your first thing you do, Jay?
First thing you got to do is secure food and water.
Okay, how are you securing food and water? That sounds like a good idea. How are you doing it?
I have a corner store.
Okay, this corner store is going to be already. How do you know zombies aren't outside right now?
Well, I figure since I'm north of Manhattan, it's spreading towards me, but it hasn't hit me yet. Manhattan's fucked.
I don't
Yeah,
know. COVID started spreading in Westchester first.
Well, that was.
Remember that the guy, the Westchester, like the business guy, one of the first guys that was reported lived in Westchester, came home with the virus, and COVID started spreading in Westchester.
So you're saying in this scenario, the thing is starting in Westchester?
I'm just saying you don't know where it started. Like, so we hear a news report, they say it could be everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know where it is. You go outside, you could be attacked right away.
Yeah, it's true. But you gotta have food. So
Okay,
I'm making a break
why
to the
wouldn't
corner
you just
store
stay
early
on-
on.
First of all, you're in your apartment. You have an
Yeah.
apartment with water's there. There's
Yeah.
water in your apartment. Why would you leave your apartment? Shouldn't you go higher? Make friends with the people on the top floor?
No, I think you want to secure more food and water because this could go on for months. This could go on for years. Like, I have a couple weeks of stuff.
Are you going to be involved in the protest to end the lockouts over the zombies?
Zombies are people too.
The zombie. Listen. I don't care. I'll wear a mask. The zombies won't get you if you're wearing a mask. Let's all go back out. I can't stand not being able to have dinner outside. Yes, there's a 90% chance you turn into a zombie, but I want to eat at Fridays.
You can't infringe upon my rights. This is America.
Do you know the Olive Garden? I'll survive better if I have their salad and breadsticks.
Yeah. So I'm going out. I'm going out.
Can you basically take a homeless person to Olive Garden, tell Olive Garden, hey, I'm paying for the salad and breadsticks for this guy, and go feed him for a year. It's unlimited, right?
Well, I think the limit is when the store closes.
They should tell you they put it on the menu.
The limit is when we close. I feel like
I've never seen the warning on.
implies.
I don't remember. I haven't been in Olive Garden in a while, but I don't think there's a warning on there that says the limit basically is when the place closes.
That'd be an interesting
like-
lawsuit. You said unlimited, and that's a limit.
I'm like, Joe here, who doesn't seem to have a home, you might want to shower him. He eats for here forever.
That is true. That is a limit. And they said unlimited.
The
you're onto
what was
something.
it? The what was it? New York Post had an article about you see the thing with the CEO and the head of HR that got caught cheating at
Yeah.
By the way, one of the funnier stories. Like it's all over everywhere.
Well, the funniest part is that if they just didn't move, nobody would have thought anything of it, and it would have just went away.
Right. You don't react or just kiss on the kiss cam. Story's over. There's no story. That's just a normal reaction.
Because they're not releasing footage of the kiss cam during a Coldplay concert, so it's gone. It's gone
Right.
forever. But since he ducked and hid, now it's a viral moment, and your life is ruined.
Right. So there was like a lawyer basically in this article saying how the CEO could sue Coldplay.
I bet he tries. He seems pretty scummy. Even in his apology, he said, my rights were infringed upon. I'm like, no, they weren't.
Your rights were you were in public.
Yes, when you're in public, you're allowed to be filmed, and people still don't understand that.
Yeah, like what about this? Like, if you don't want people to know about you cheating with the with the head of HR, don't go in public with her.
Right.
But it really, like, I can't believe how out there this news story is. Like, it's like everywhere. Late night shows are making jokes about it.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so they said what was he could sue basically because the lead singer of Chris Martin basically outed his affair, but he'd have to prove basically like he defamed him, but he'd also have to prove that the affair wasn't actually true.
Well,
seems like it's
Chris
probably
Martin
true.
also said they're either shy or having an affair. He didn't.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like, his whole thing is just bullshit.
He basically made a joke that turned out to be true. But,
Right. Right.
it is kind of just an absolutely amazing story.
Yeah.
But I would like to see that lawsuit. Wouldn't that be a great lawsuit? He sues Coldplay for the dumbest thing possible.
I mean, it would be funny how quickly that would get thrown out.
They're like, okay, fine, I'm gonna dismiss this. Now, Mark, your lawsuit about the homeless guy eating at forever at at Olive Garden.
Yeah, on to more legitimate claims. So, okay, so what are you doing? You don't like my idea of getting more food and water. You don't like my supply idea. So what are you doing?
Well, I mean, getting more food and water makes sense, but
I live in a
would you-
very old neighborhood, so even if there was a lot of zombies, they're going to be in the bodies of very old people, and I think I could still get to food and water with basically like a knife and a hammer.
what's your weapon of choice against what weapon are you gonna grab to fight the zombies?
Well, I have to go with what's in my apartment, so it's going to be a knife and a hammer. I don't have. First of all, you don't want to use a gun. That just draws too much attention, and I don't.
I
have
was
one.
gonna get a gun until Grok told me that was a bad idea.
Were you really?
Well, now I'm not.
See, this is why I didn't want you on my team. You're just gonna start
I just
blasting
I assume
away
they-
and drawing every. You even watched Walking Dead, and you still don't know that guns draw attention of zombies.
They used it in Walking Dead. No, they use guns.
Yeah, they did a perfect headshot for every single shot for the entire 12 seasons.
You know what I realized? I assume like when the zombie apocalypse happens, a side effect of the zombie apocalypse is that everyone becomes a marksman.
Yeah.
Cannot miss a shot. It's unbelievable.
I mean, ideally, I would have either a golf club or a baseball bat, but I don't have one of those, so I'd have to use a hammer.
If a zombie was coming at you and you had a gun and you could shoot the zombie, how many shots do you think would actually hit the zombie?
I would probably have to wait for it to get like 6 inches away and then shoot it.
I think if the zombie was on the other end of the room, I would have 6 shots that would hit the wall.
Yeah, 100%. That's why I would have to wait until it's literally like within arm's reach, and then I would shoot it.
And I'd be like, the whole time I'd be like, goddamn Second Amendment freaks were right. They were right. I should have a whole militia.
Right.
Someone told me recently, they said if they ever became really rich, I was like, what are the things you would do to become, like, you win the lottery?
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things they would do is create a bunker
Okay.
for survival shit. And I was like, really? They're like, I'm not crazy. But yeah, I'd have an underground bunker. I was like, you sure you're not crazy?
Yeah, I don't think I would. I don't think I would have a bunker.
Okay, so surviving this. What is the best way to survive? I guess you're right. Get away from population centers.
Yeah.
So you want to get in your car and drive, but then the streets are going to be filled with cars anyway. So you're kind of screwed in that end.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of like my situation. It's an apartment building. I'm on the middle floor. You don't want to be low because they could break through the windows on the first floor. But
So what if you tell all your neighbors like, oh shit, this is gonna be crazy. We gotta get the hell out of here. They're gonna come for us. Then when your neighbors leave, you get all their food and water.
yeah, it's not a bad idea either.
Um,
I mean,
I think
I'm sure a lot of people would panic and leave.
Here's also a question. Do you think like how you think your life's great right now?
No. I mean,
Maybe. I'm just gonna say maybe this. Maybe you'd be happier as a zombie.
do zombies get happy?
Well, I don't know. I don't know any zombies, but maybe zombies are like, they're like my brain. When I go to sleep at night, says nothing to me. It's wonderful. They're like, I'm so well rested. Look how in shape I am from chasing brains.
See, you're clearly not a horror movie fan because you don't know that zombies don't sleep.
Zombies, they don't sleep at all.
No, they don't sleep.
When I don't remember what in The Walking Dead they never covered that. What like where do they cover that in the folklore?
Have they ever walked past a group of sleeping zombies and tiptoed to not wake them up? Did I miss that episode?
You see like a zombie with a pacifier. Look, he's sleeping. Well, I'm gonna leave him alone.
All the zombie movies are getting far enough ahead of them so that they could sleep and not have the zombies catch up to them when they wake up.
Okay, we should probably try to escape at night when the zombies are sleeping. They're not sleeping? Fuck, I'm out of ideas.
You're just like the most clueless zombie apocalypse survivor. You've never seen a zombie movie.
I've seen The Walking Dead. I've seen I saw 28 Days Later, the original. I'm trying to think of what other zombie movies I've seen. That could be most of the zombie movies I've seen.
Okay. There's a couple others that you should
Like,
watch.
they're more than what's the best zombie movie ever?
It might be Romero's Dawn of the Dead.
But the original one or?
That is the one that was made in like 1990.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What's the original one?
That was also Dawn of the Dead.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's I'm right.
Yeah.
But the one is it set in is the 1991 set in like a mall? It's about
Yeah.
consumerism is the whole thing.
What's
the
Yeah, I don't know.
isn't Dawn of the Dead supposed to be about consumerism?
Is it? I don't know.
Let's see what Grok says.
Oh my God.
You're gonna learn something
It's
now.
gonna be every
Okay.
episode now, isn't it?
I like him making Grok our co-host. Hey Grok, is the movie Dawn of the Dead about consumerism?
Yeah, Dawn of the Dead, especially the 1978 Romero classic, definitely leans into consumerism as a big theme. The survivors hole up in a mall, surrounded by endless stuff they can't resist looting, even as zombies lurk. It's a jab at how people chase material goods mindlessly, like zombies themselves, craving more without purpose. The 2004
The 2004 one is the one I was talking about. That's Zack Snyder, not Romero.
Oh, okay. Do you want to hear the rest of the? I don't know
No,
the
no,
explanation.
I get it.
But so it sounds like during the zombie apocalypse, it's a good time to loot.
Well, yeah, obviously, yeah. That's literally the first thing you want to do is loot.
The first thing, like, we should get all the stuff we couldn't get before.
Well, my strategy was to go to the corner store, and if it's closed already, to break into it and grab everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think you could murder a zombie? Do you think you like you see a zombie, would you be able to murder it?
Morally or physically? Because those are two different answers.
I guess both, Jay.
I mean, morally, yes. Physically, debatable.
See, you should have me on your team. I feel like I could take some zombies. I'm in pretty good shape.
You are in pretty good shape. Yeah. I'd probably have to tell you what to do. You'd be like trying to take out their kneecaps. I'd be like, no, Mark. The brain is what kills the zombies.
Look, I tripped him. Oh shit.
I gave him a really bad knee burn.
What if it turns out, Jay, you go and kill the zombie, and they're like, the other zombies are like, he wasn't even bothering you. You're such a dick.
I mean, that would be kind of funny.
Yeah, they're like what the hell, man? You're an anti-zombite.
There was
What if
this.
zombies? What if zombies just become part of society?
There was this. I think it was like a WB show. It was like iZombie, and it was
Okay.
like a zombie that goes to high school, and is just a high school student. I'm like, that's not a zombie. I never watched an episode because the concept it was so stupid. It just got me angry. But yeah, that's a real show, and it lasted more than one season.
There was a thing on like Saturday morning cartoons. They had like a little like it's kind of like a public service, like a short little like cartoon thing where it was about these people who were green. I forget the whole thing of it, but it was whole green, and people were like, "Oh, I don't like you because you're green," and the whole thing was about teaching people to like not care about what color your skin is. But I'd watch that and be like, "Well, there aren't green people, so this is crap." Just totally missed the message. I'm like, I don't like hate people because of their race, but I'm not gonna like these green people.
Do you want to guess how many seasons iZombie lasted for?
And by the way, I see what was that? There was a Shaun of the Dead is another zombie one I saw. That was pretty good. iZombie, how many seasons? I've heard of the name. I've heard of it. 3 seasons.
5.
Okay.
A zombie.
Okay.
that goes
It wasn't
to
an
high-
outrageous amount though.
Yeah, for a show about a zombie that goes to high school, yes, that's an outrageous amount. 1 is an outrageous amount.
Well,
5
yeah, are
is
you saying it's an
absurd.
outrageous amount because clearly the zombie didn't graduate in 4 years? He's doing a 5th year of high school.
Stupid zombie.
They're like, zombie, if you don't learn calculus, you're not going to graduate from high school and stop eating the teachers.
I'm so mad at just the concept of that.
Yeah, apparently it was popular enough to get 5 seasons. WB,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
Like just like complete like whatever.
Yeah,
TV.
they don't give a shit. Is
Yeah.
it teenage drama? Yes. It doesn't matter what the scenario.
They're like, we want to make a show about a teenage zombie that goes to high school. That sounds idiotic. We can't greenlight that. I mean, that's idiot. The zombie will be very fuckable. Okay, let's do it.
Okay. We are almost out of time.
You don't want to do our top 5?
We can do it quickly, yes.
Okay, quickly. I only have top 4. I asked Jay to do a top 5, and I didn't even come up with 5. And I'm pretty sure, actually, I'm 100% positive we're gonna have different interpretations of the list.
Yeah.
I asked Jay to do top 5 things, top 5 trends or things that just annoy you. Mm-hmm. That's essentially your list.
You said you don't understand. So
Okay,
we're already
same
off
thing.
to a great start.
I guess number 1 thing on Jay's list for things you don't understand is Mark's top 5 list.
Yes. Can we start with number 1 and go progressively worse like you like to do?
I don't put this in any order, but I'll start first. Okay, so something that is very popular that I don't understand is the show Ted Lasso. Have you seen Ted Lasso?
I see on the first 2 seasons. Yeah.
Every person I talk to about Ted Lasso is like, yeah, I really like it. I'm like, I think it's terrible. Like, it's just not funny. They're like, yeah, well, it's a comedy. Yeah, there's no jokes. There's literally no jokes in the entire script. No, it's really funny. No, it's not. Point to a joke. Find me a goddamn joke in the show. Mark, I don't know why you don't like that. Everyone likes that show. I don't like the show because it's not good. Why does everyone like the most mediocre show I've ever seen in my life?
How much of it did you watch?
First season. Yeah, and people are like, well, did you give it a chance? Yeah, I watched the first season. They're like, well, you could watch more. I'm like, is the second season better? They're like, no. What the fuck?
The second season is much worse.
Yeah, that's what everyone said. It gets worse. I'm like, I watched the best of it.
Yeah.
And I'm not understanding.
I can't correct you on it. I thought the first season was like mildly enjoyable, but it definitely wasn't funny.
Yeah, it's at best the best review you can have. It's mildly enjoyable, and people are like, it's the greatest show I've ever seen. People are like, the best shows I've ever seen: Sopranos, The Wire, Game of Thrones, and Ted Lasso. And you're like, what the fuck's wrong with you?
Sorry. Take out Game of Thrones and put in iZombie.
Yeah, and like or The Bear. You watch The Bear?
No, but I heard there's no jokes in that either.
No, and they also get nominated for like best comedy for no reason whatsoever. But it's a show about like like a chef and like his kitchen, and they're like, this resembles what's really like to work in a kitchen. I'm like, I've never been eating a meal at a restaurant and been like, I wonder what it's like in the kitchen. Never given a shit at all. But yeah, Jay?
I've worked at restaurants, and working in the kitchen is not funny or fun.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've heard it might we might try that. My wife and I might try the second season because we have nothing, like there's so many shows out there, and every show is like, they're like, oh, you should watch this. Oh, is it good? We're like, it's okay. There's just nothing good on TV. So we've heard people keep saying it's really great. So
There's a ton of good stuff.
really,
Yeah.
Make a recommendation.
3 Body Problem.
Oh, you know, I have to give that a chance. I started watching, like I was halfway through the first episode and I gave up. I gave up way too easily.
Yeah. Sorry, man. I watched 15 minutes of this 8-hour series. It sucks.
It's like my kids are like, I watched 38 seconds of the intro of the opening credits. I'm done.
Right. I mean, if you want like if you like sci-fi, Lost in Space is good. The new version. It's only 3 seasons, and it's done.
Remember the movie Tropic Thunder?
Yeah.
Do you remember how the movie starts?
It starts with a fake movie, right?
Yeah. So the movie, it starts with like 3 or 4 fake trailers, and they're kind of funny. My son immediately was like, "What is this shit?" He's like, "I can't, like, why? What is that? What's that to do? Like, why is there a family farting? Why is this?" He's like, "I can't watch this anymore." I'm like, "You haven't even made it through the fake trailers. I can't believe you're done with this movie."
Yeah. It's goddamn TikTok.
I'm gonna try The Bear second season. What other shows do you recommend? So the Lost in Space. I don't know if I'm that big into sci-fi. Anything else? Okay, do your list. Go to your list, because I know I just saw you wave to your wife and you'd be like, "Oh, we're done soon."
Yeah. Yes. We will be done soon.
We'll go fast.
Cybertrucks.
Yeah, I don't get those. Those look terrible.
Yeah, they look terrible. They're not designed well. Yeah, I don't get them.
I don't think they're catching on though. Like you see them some of them, but you don't see them. They're not like mass. Like not everyone has one at least.
I see them enough though.
I would say the same. So I'm gonna stick with the car theme, and I'm gonna say fancy SUVs, like a Porsche or a Mercedes SUV. I don't understand. You want a Porsche? Get a Porsche. An SUV with the name Porsche on it. It's the same. Every SUV looks exactly the same. It looks no different than like a Toyota, Nissan. Why did you pay an extra 50 grand just to like slap the name Porsche on it?
Right. Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Okay. Jay wants to add this. You want to just finish? You want to?
No, I just didn't have a lot to add about that.
You should add more to it. You should add more, Jay.
I know, but I don't see a lot of those, so I didn't have much to add.
I'm in the suburbs. I see them all the time. All the time.
Yeah, I guess it's the difference.
Yeah.
Funko Pops. You don't even know.
I have nothing to add because I don't know what that is.
You ever see those little like figures with like the wide head and the giant eyes?
Funko Pops?
Funko. Funco. Pop.
Okay.
There's literally thousands of them, and people collect. People have like.
Oh, is this
walls of
by
them.
Pop Mart?
I think
Is that the company?
probably.
I think I listened to a podcast about this.
Really?
They're ugly dolls, right?
Really ugly. Like they're grotesque looking. Yeah.
Yeah, I listened to this podcast that kind of discussed the rise of these things, and they're like some celebrities basically just started putting on their they put them on their like purse or something like that, and so they became huge. But like just ugly pops. I say ugly dolls. It makes no sense whatsoever.
Yeah. Do you want to guess how many different ones there are? Because people collect them.
100.
A few more than that. 15,654.
Okay. What's the most expensive one?
Let's see. The most expensive one is Clockwork Orange, which goes for $25,000.
Okay, cool. I don't know why. I think one of the Kardashians put it on their purse and like, yeah, it's great. It's
Yeah.
huge.
Yep.
Okay, so like jam bands, and I can say I don't get jam bands, but I get them to a certain extent. Like people like them and so forth. They do like long like guitar solos or so forth.
Yep.
When you go to see another concert, let's say you want to go see the Gin Blossoms. Why would the Gin Blossoms do a long instrumental set or guitar solo? Who the hell wants to see the Gin Blossoms jam?
I don't know. Maybe it's so the rest of the band members could take a piss.
I don't understand. But like I've gone to so many shows where like it's like bare naked ladies. And they're like, here's a Stugan instrumental. No one what the fucking here. If I'm gonna see like Fish, totally get it. Totally want to see that. If you're a band with poppy sounds or poppy songs, just play the fucking songs. I don't want to hear your instrumental.
I haven't come across too much of that.
I saw the Gin Blossoms last week it was. And so do you know the Spin Doctors?
Yeah.
Pretty popular.
Yeah.
They were the opening act for every one of their shows, except for the show we went to. You know who we got for the opening act?
Veruca Salt.
The lead singer's his son's shitty band.
Oh, that's terrible.
He had his son's shitty band play opening instead. Like they were like if Green Day was bad.
That is, yeah, I'd be kind of pissed.
My wife's like, this is what we get. Like we could have gotten the Spin Doctors. Every other tour date you have the Spin Doctors, but this one.
That's terrible.
Yeah. What's your next one?
Fast food chains putting chips on their sandwiches.
Oh,
You have like like they have the Wendy's has it now. The Takis. They put the Takis on their sandwich, and
are you upset because it makes the sandwich at the fast food burgers unhealthy?
why would anybody want that?
I don't know. The crunchy. I like crunchiness when I bite into stuff.
They had like Cheetos on sandwiches and stuff like. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I don't think I would do this because I don't really want. I don't really want to eat it. But if you're saying like, would it taste good? I'd be like, yeah, put Doritos on my burger. Yeah, that would taste good.
I don't know. I don't want Doritos on my burger.
Okay, well, just don't say. Please hold the Doritos.
They're all doing it. Like Taco Bell's Fritos and sandwiches. Like, stop.
They just need to come up with something. They're just doing something to get you in there.
It's keeping me away.
While we were doing the show, my wife went and got a manicure and a pedicure. Is there any guy in existence who's like, oh, I'm glad my girl got a manicure and a pedicure?
Very, very noticeable. Totally worth it.
Is anyone who's like, damn, I saw the manicure. I had to take her home tonight.
Or she didn't get one. Done deal. It's over.
Have you ever seen? I mean, I'm sure you love your wife very much. Have you ever seen her nails and be like, wow, I'm glad I married you?
No, definitely not.
Why are women so into like the manicure pedicure?
I don't know. It's a mystery. We'll never get it.
Mystery. We'll never get it. Okay.
All right, I'm just gonna do 4 because you only have 4. So
Okay.
My last one is Stanley Cups.
Oh yeah, those are really popular.
Yeah, I don't know why they're just a cup with a handle.
My daughter has one. She was really into it also. They're just like this shit that suddenly becomes popular on TikTok and then like explodes.
Right, and they're like obscenely expensive too.
Right. Well, the company has been around for like 30, 40 years. They just made good cups, I guess. Like they're solid cups for your coffee, and they had nothing viral about them. And then one day, some mom was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna make a viral video about my cup," and suddenly the company's like, "Ka-ching!"
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
What's your last one?
Yeah. I think I did 4 already.
Oh,
I
okay.
started.
Gotcha.
Do you know people have complained? One of people's big complaints about cars is that when their Stanley can't fit in the cup holder because it's bigger than a regular cup holder. Because the Stanley itself is bigger than a regular cup holders.
Right.
And so people have like a big complaint people have are that the cup holders are not big enough on cars.
They're actually big enough. You just decided to follow a TikTok trend and bought a big cup.
Yeah, but apparently this is like a complaint where like car manufacturer are like, how fucking fat is the public? Oh shit, we're gonna be canceled now. No one's gonna buy a Toyota.
5 years from now, everyone's gonna be complaining because their Stanley-sized cup holders are too big and it doesn't fit normal cups.
They're like, I bought a micro cup. The cup holders are too big. Like I don't like that my micro cup falls over.
Yep. We have to buy special adapters to like fit inside the cup holder to make them back to normal size.
Please, car manufacturers, keep up with the TikTok trends of what I want in my car.
Exactly. All right. So the Brink of Sanity at gmail.com. If you want to email us, Brink of Sanity 3 on Twitter. We are Brink of Sanity on YouTube and Facebook. And the number 3 basket cases on all social media if you want to listen to my horror movie podcast.
Yes, check it out. Give Jay feedback. He would love feedback on his horror movie podcast. But currently, most of the feedback comes from me.
Yes. Although I did get a nice long one the other day. So,
oh, nice.
Yeah. So that was good.
Was it from a listener of our other podcasts, or a
No.
whole new listener?
Nope, new listener.
Good for you.
Yeah. So, yeah, thanks for listening, and we will be back soon. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, bye, love.